Now on CNET Central.
It's rush hour on the information superhighway, and the World Wide Web is turning into the World Wide Wait. We'll show you why.
If life in the digital slow lane has got you down, we've got solutions to get you up to speed.
Travel to foreign lands, meet new people, and kill them. It's war, and the next generation of internet gaming comes online.
Plus, just how fast is your modem? Stick around for our own download drag race.
And go inside the crazy online world of extreme sports right now on a special edition of CNET Central.
Now, from the #1 on-air and online information source for the digital age, this is CNET Central.
Really?
Hi, I'm Gina St. John.
And I'm Richard Hart. Welcome to a special edition of CNET Central, dedicated to the problems of getting connected and their solution.
You know, we spend a lot of time on this show covering all the latest developments in the online world. New websites, they're popping up every day, offering more information, more features, more stuff.
But if you've spent any time online, you know how painfully slow it can be waiting for graphics and audio and video to download. That has to do with a concept called bandwidth. Quite simply, bandwidth refers to the pipes that carry information across the net and into your home. And the problem is, they aren't big enough.
The issue of bandwidth is probably the single biggest barrier to the internet living up to its hype. Now, to understand how all this works, let's first take a look at how the net was built. Back in the 60s, the Defense Department feared a nuclear attack could cripple our entire communication system. From that fear sprang the concept of linking or networking computers so that information, usually text, could be scattered and stored safely across the country, not just in one computer system. When the Cold War ended, the net found a new home in academia. Scientists and researchers found that the network gave them an easy way to share their documents with others across the country. Then came the PC revolution, and in 1993, the invention of the web browser. This breakthrough software allowed consumers who had become accustomed to colorful graphics and animations on their personal computers to have the same experience on the network. That is, if their modem and internet connection allowed them to.
And since then, the internet and the World Wide Web have grown at breakneck speeds. In fact, a recent estimate puts the net's population at nearly 47 million people, with millions more first-timers expected to log on by the end of the year.
But can the net handle all that traffic? Endless amounts of information and rich multimedia have made the web a true alternative to traditional mass media. Every major news event plays out on the World Wide Web, causing many of those millions to log on for up-to-date news and information.
But while the amount of pure digital data increases exponentially with each new user and each new site, the information highways that move all that data are rapidly becoming jammed, and net gridlock may be just an accident away. Ah, the wonders of the World Wide Web. There's audio, video, animation, virtual reality, telephones, there's even live webcasts. And what's this? A traffic jam in cyberspace? What's going on? Think of the information highway as a real highway for a moment. Audio, video, and other information is broken up into little packets like cars and then sent along different lanes and highways to be assembled at the other end. The bigger the file you want, the more cars or packets you force onto that road, and everything ends up traveling on what's known as the Internet's backbone, the super high-speed network that connects all the other networks. And everything has to pass through a server. A server on the Internet is like a toll booth at a bridge. All the vehicles are packets of information that have to pass through this one point. When there are too many requests for information at the same time, things slow down for all of us.
You click on a hyperlink to get a page, and you twiddle your thumbs while the little bar at the right hand bottom of your screen moves across. Sometimes it stops. You get little error messages that say either your server is really busy, or it's rejected your request, or something else happened, we're not sure, but could you try again later?
It's called Internet Gridlock, and it's a direct result of too many packets on the information highway. Bob Metcalf, whose expertise comes from having built the first Ethernet, says that if slow web surfing is driving you crazy now, just wait till you can't surf at all.
We had an outage, which is an extreme form of what I'm talking about, an outage that took 400,000 people and denied them access to the internet in its entirety for 13 hours. That's a long outage, and I've begun to call those collapses of the internet, and I expect many more, even worse ones this year.
Metcalf says that the unexpected growth of the internet is ultimately what will bring it down. But not everyone thinks the net will grind to a halt. For example, multimedia content providers such as Worlds Inc.
I certainly believe that there might be some degradation in quality as we see some of the voice and video and audio streaming technologies coming online. But at the same time, the people who are running the internet are financially incented to improve the infrastructure very quickly to support the flow of traffic. And I don't imagine seeing the internet crashing. I think that's pretty far-fetched.
Far-fetched or not, most everyone agrees that something needs to be done to help beat the backup. One solution is to form a kind of carpool lane for high-priority information.
Another one is to charge more during the busiest times of the day. The third solution is a kind of pay-as-you-go. The more you use the net, the more it'll cost you.
In other words, the more bandwidth you use, the more you'll pay to surf the net. So if you like to spend hours chatting around the world on your new web phone or listening to the latest streaming audio release, you might have to pay a lot more than someone who occasionally surfs or emails.
Don't go away. When we come back, you can go faster on the info highway. Get ready to put the pedal to the metal and supercharge your surfing. Plus, extreme sports from the comfort of your easy chair on this week's Best of the Web.